Before we get to today's episode, it is sponsored by Golf USA. Golf isn't your average golf experience. It's a mobile golf simulator that comes straight to you. Whether it's a birthday, family barbecue, or just a fun weekend with the boys, Golf USA brings the course to you. No country club required. With realistic swing tracking, fun games, and a laid-back setup, it's perfect for golfers of all skill levels. They're based in the New York, New Jersey area, and they're booking up fast, especially for summer events. So if you want to add something actually fun to your next gathering, shoot them a DM on Instagram at PopGolfUSA25. That's at PopGolfUSA25 to book your event today. That's Golf USA, your fairway anywhere. And now, here's today's episode. Welcome back to the New York Sports Exchange, episode number 181, presented by Golf USA, your fairway anywhere. And the New York Yankees and the Mets are making moves. It's trade season. Trade season's here. Ryan McMahon, Amed Rosario. New York Yankee, Gregory Soto. New York Met comes at a cost for the Yankees. Aaron Judge, we avoided the worst case. Out with a flexor strain.
Not great.
Still not great, but still, again, could be worse.
Better, yeah, best case scenario, honestly, for the situation.
Absolute best case scenario. Judge likely to miss just the minimum 10 days. He is on the injured list, but likely to miss the minimum 10 days. And then when he comes back, he's probably going to be DHing for 10 games. So breathe in, breathe out. Everything's going to be okay. Yankees drop 2 out of 3 of the Phillies.
Thanks. Mets, thanks a lot, buddy. Needed you to win that series.
Yeah, but the Mets decided to help themselves out here and sweep the San Francisco Giants.
Making it 7 in a row, Stan.
3 thrilling games, really.
Unbelievable finishes. The last 2 were crazy.
The last 2 were just insane. Then we're going to go into some trades. This is our first episode since the first big move really happened with Josh Naylor going to the Mariners. Then, then the Yankees got McMahon and Rosario, and then Mets get Gregory Soto. Anything
Lugo
else?
Got extended.
Seth Lugo.
People thought he was going to get moved. Looks like he's staying. I think KC's kind of locking up for this. They're making a postseason run here.
Yeah, how far out are they? Kansas City.
Oh, let me check. I'm not even sure.
I'm not even sure either. I have the wild card right in front of me. They're 4 games out of the first wild card. So as of right now, the standings in the wild card, Yankees-Red Sox are the 1-2. That sets up for a Yankee-Red Sox wild card series. Oh boy.
You better get home field advantage for
that. We got home field right now. The Mariners and Rangers are tied, each at 56 and 50.
Rangers are 9-1 in their last 10. If anyone's been paying attention, Nathan Eovaldi is 8-3 with a 1.5 ERA.
And I think I told you this. This team's pitching. When they're on with the pitching and they're on with the offense, they're on. Oh yeah, and they have the World Series pedigree to fall behind that. They have the managing to fall behind that. Bruce Bochy's been even before they won the World Series. Bruce Bochy has been a guy that you want to have in your dugout. And yeah, that's really all. Those are really the teams that are kind of contending here. The Rays were 11 games over 500 this month, and they are now 500 at 53 and 53. They have 4 games with the Yankees starting today. We look at the division leaders. The Blue Jays have the best record in baseball at 63 and 43. Followed behind the Detroit Tigers at 61 and 46 and leading the American League West. But thank God that there's a large gap. Actually, there's not really a large. Yes, there is a large gap in that division. Nope, I lied. 4 games. The Astros got swept by the A's. Nick Kurtz.
Kind of a shock. Oh my gosh, Nick Kurtz. Woo! This guy's the truth.
This dude's good, man. 4 home runs.
6 for 6. I mean, what is he batting?
19 total bases in that game.
Yeah. He's
4 home runs.
315 with 23 bombs. This guy's pretty much a lock for Rookie of the Year, if I'm being honest.
Astros are in the lead in the American League West by 4 games. We go to the National League. We do go to the National League. The Cubs, with the best record in the National League at 62 and 43. Tied with Milwaukee in the Central. I believe that these 2 teams will match up. Yes, they do. They will match up today at American Family Field.
So you want to watch a good series? Yeah, you want to watch good baseball.
You want to watch some good ball. You enjoy this series. The Mets winning 7 in a row at 62 and 44.
Huge.
This feels good. This must
really
feel good.
Ronnie Mauricio going 4 for 4 last night. Hit a nuke into the Cove. I mean, they're rolling right now.
If you guys trade him, what are you doing?
There's no reason. I don't even understand. There shouldn't be a trade talk around him. Out of the big three, quote unquote, that we were bringing up with Beatty, him, and Vientos, I always said Ronnie was going to be the best. I still think he's going to be the best out of the three.
Okay. And then, in a rare turn of events, the worst division-leading team in the National League is the Los Angeles Dodgers. They dropped 2 out of 3 against Boston. They're at 61-45. Interesting. Interesting to see what's going to happen this deadline, because we all know what the Dodgers are capable of.
Yeah, well, this division's been interesting, too.
There's no doubt in my mind that they'll win that division. Yeah.
San Fran going into this, when they made that trade for Devers, they were, 11 games above 500? Now they're 2. So...
Yes, I believe they've only won 13 games since they've traded for Devers.
Yeah, it hasn't been good. They're 2-8 in their last 10.
Not good at all. And Devers playing first base that series. Oh my God.
Good.
That's not good at all.
Dom Smith played a better first base last night.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Wild card. We mentioned the Brewers. The Phillies took 2 out of 3 against the Yankees. They're 1.5 back from that top wild card spot. The Padres in at 57-49 in that third spot, but right behind them, the Cincinnati Reds.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it, man? I mean, the pitching's there. I know Hunter Green is injured, if I'm not mistaken. Hunter Green injured. They're just finding ways to win games. They had a big 2-1 win. Brady Singer, 7 1/3, only 3 hits allowed. They take on the Dodgers.
Huge series.
That's a big series.
I think this defines if they're really going to be true buyers or not. If they win this series, then you're kind of like, oh shit, Reds are going to make some moves, which I haven't.
And they're in talks for Gino.
Yeah, and we haven't talked about the Reds making moves at the deadline ever.
In a bit, man. It's been a while. I mean, I seriously Cincinnati's a great baseball town. Sport's better when they're in. I just look back to the Votto days.
Yep.
Brandon Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
Todd Frazier, kind of, but this
journeyman Todd Frazier.
Journeyman Todd Frazier, yes. But damn, it would be very exciting to see the Cincinnati Reds in the playoffs.
I would love to see Cincinnati go nuts for them.
I would love it. All we really got is baseball. There's nothing really.
You want to talk about? We can talk about Rodgers being pretty.
Talk about training camp. Training camp started.
Justin Fields.
Oh, yes.
Disaster.
Yes.
Fuck the media. The media, what are we doing? There was no even... It was a dislocated toe, and I get a torn Achilles alert. I mean, what are we doing?
There was a fake Adam Schefter account that did dupe a couple of people, so there was that.
Whatever.
So, maybe. Okay, let's start with the Yankees. Aaron Judge on the injured list. The Toronto series, disaster. It feels like they just play their worst baseball when they're playing teams in their division.
You can't have that, especially against Toronto now.
Yeah, 4 errors in one game that kind of tells the story of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Max Fried, who I still don't think is 100%, his blister kind of blew up. His finger was bleeding when he was leaving the start. The cameras kind of caught that. I think he's slated to start on tomorrow, meaning Tuesday. Yes, so he'll start Tuesday against the Rays. Cam Schlittler will be on the mound tonight. Yeah, that was not good. No. Especially, no, it wasn't. And the one win that they got was a good win. The Ben Rice home run in the 9th inning really helped them out. But again, you cannot beat the Blue Jays by striking them out.
Mm-hmm.
They simply do not strike out. They don't. That's why I'm afraid of them. I think honestly, right now, gun to my head, Blue Jays win the World Series. Gun to my head. Gun to my head.
All right.
Gun to my head. I'm not kidding.
All right. I mean, talking about this going into the year, we were thinking this team might not even be scratching the top 3 in the division.
We were thinking oh my God, are they going to trade Vladdy? What's happening here? Bo Bichette looks great.
Does he want to stay now? If they go, I don't know what's going to happen.
I believe he's in his walk year too. Oh God, I'm afraid of
them.
Good
ball. They have good ball.
They have the pitching too. They have the
which
pitching.
You wouldn't think, right? You wouldn't think.
And Bassett and Berrios. There's all these guys.
Chris Bassett's having a year. This guy, I mean, if the Mets kept him, it'd be great. But Mets legend shooting out of Toronto. Shout out him.
They are going to put the ball in play, and they're going to let you figure it out yourself. And the Yankees, before Ryan McMahon, I'll say
couldn't field. They couldn't field.
Could not field for the life of him. The
Volpe error. Jazz is brutal, man. Him at second base, even that Phillies series, making a few errors.
He made one error the other day. I think I mean, before we got McMahon, I think he was the one infielder that I kind of trusted. It was, and then we can move on now to Friday, where Goldschmidt makes the error. This opens it up. And then, however, we do trade for Ryan McMahon. So let's start with this one. This was a trade I think that you needed to make. And I mentioned it before, and I know the hitting wasn't there, and I know that,
he's batting 194 on the road.
The home road splits are not good, but then I learned that, because he played at Coors Field, you see the ball differently and when you have a high air elevation. So then when you're on the road away from Coors Field, you're seeing the ball differently. Now that he's away from Coors Field, he's going to be seeing that different ball 90% of the time.
Right, and people using that DJ LeMahieu comparison when he came over.
It's a good
he was
comparison.
In the down year. Yeah, and he figured it out. So we can see what happens. His glove's definitely there, but you're definitely going to need some more bat out of him. You're going to need more input out of the plate from him.
He had a nice two RBI double last night.
That's all you need.
That's all we needed. And also, it's a change of scenery if you think about it. This guy went from going from the Colorado Rockies, who have, let's face it, they've done nothing
ever.
Not ever, probably since 2018.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. He now goes from the worst team in baseball to a team that's contending to win a World Series and go back to the World Series. And this, we saw this with Jazz. I feel like we saw this with Jazz Chisholm last year, where we made the trade and everyone was like, I don't know. The hitting stats aren't there. This isn't there. And then immediately goes to the Yankees, and his first game, he hits a home run. A big home run, too. 7th inning in a tie game to break a tie to give the Yankees a lead. And then you really started to feel him embracing the culture and all this. I feel that same thing with McMahon. Because I feel like he knows that he's needed. He knows that he's needed.
I mean, he is desperately.
I mean, he is. Yeah, no shit. He's at third base, which is a dire need for the Yankees. The defensive metrics, the range that he has, too. The play last night with Turner, or not last night, yesterday afternoon, Turner hits a deep ground ball. He slides, spins, didn't panic.
Whipped it over to first base.
Whipped it over to first base. Didn't really care who was running. It really could have been Alejandro Kirk or Trey Turner. He still was going to get him out. And he did. And
he's got a cannon. He has a cannon.
He's got to
whip it over there.
He's got a rocket for an arm. And I think that I know a lot of people were expecting Suarez, and they were expecting to get the big bat because it was much needed.
And he hit 2 home runs right at the day of the trade, I believe.
Yeah. But the offense is already there, if you ask me.
And McMahon's a lot cheaper.
Cheaper, control.
And better defensively.
McMahon's our third baseman for the next 2 years now. So, and we're getting this defense the next 2 years. Can you imagine a full season with him? And plus, he's a lefty at Yankee Stadium. We're using our stadium to our advantage.
It's 300 to the right field wall, all right? I could poke one out there.
We're using our stadium to our advantage, and I'm happy to see. Again, we're not done. Hopefully, let's see if there's any trades that kind of broke or not. But I'm excited to see Ryan McMahon in pinstripes. That Friday Phillies game, we got one of our needs. Tim, we desperately need a bullpen, now.
Yeah.
Now.
Well,
yeah, it's bad.
Mets are in the same boat.
Friday, Will Warren pitched great. I thought he was stellar. And then we got to that 7th inning, and the bullpen just...
What happened?
No, 10 runs in 3 innings. Sorry. I know Scott Efros went down to AAA, but my God, you put him in an eighth inning game when we're down 3 runs, and you never know with this Phillies bullpen. This Phillies bullpen's pretty shaky.
Mm-hmm.
And just that first pitch, 89-mile-an-hour fastball to Nick Castellanos, and he just rips it into right center field. I'm like, here we go. We're screwed.
Saturday. If you can't paint with 89, Stan, you're not gonna succeed in this league.
You're not gonna succeed. Yeah, absolutely. Then Saturday. This is when the disaster. Well, everyone thought that the season was over. Aaron Judge not in the lineup with a lefty on the mound. So now everyone's like, okay, he's hurt. We didn't know how severe. They were saying he was lobbing throws from right field with Trey Turner on. So that's when you know it was bad. And saw the doctor, saw Chris Amed, looked at his results. They said it was a flexor strain. So now the scenario here is, I just lost my train of thought. Now I got it back. He's going to miss the minimum 10 10 days. He's going to be on the injured list, but he's going to miss the minimum 10 days. When he comes back, he'll be the DH for 10 days. And then we'll go from there. I'm very glad it's not Tommy John, because I think if it was Tommy John, he'd be out for the year.
Season would be over.
We've seen a lot of guys come back or get diagnosed with Tommy John surgery, come back, like Bryce Harper, who is
no. Got to throw him in the outfield. Oh, it's gonna be a brutal 10 days.
He's willing to do whatever. And this is like a pretty big 10 days coming up. We got the Rays, and then we got to go to Miami, who's no pushover.
Well, recently.
They're a fun team.
They're 7-3 in their last 10.
Yeah, they're a fun team, Miami. Then they got to go to Texas. And now Texas, they're competing for that top wildcard spot.
Yeah, and again, another team that's hot. They're 9-1 in their last 10. So you're going up against teams that are scorching right now. This is a big.
And then you take on the Astros back at the stadium. That's Old Timers Day weekend. It's gonna be it's gonna be a long road. This is gonna be a rough couple days, rough couple weeks. But I think we can manage it, because here's the thing: the difference between the 2023 season when Judge hurt the toe to this season is that the offense was much better. Only one player had a 100 or more weighted runs created plus on that 2023 team, and it was Gleyber Torres. This year, I think we got like 4 guys that have over 100.
A lot more deep,
More deep, Bellinger. There's a lot more lefties.
Which, again, in Yankee Stadium, is what you want.
Yes, that's exactly what you want. So let's get to the Amed Rosario trade. Yankees get Amed Rosario. So now that is probably going to be the platoon third base. It's a good bench bat. The guy,
and if he gets hot, you can start him because he can field.
Oh yeah, he can play any. I believe he's played third base, shortstop, second base, and the outfield for the Nationals this year alone.
I think he's done it all with the Mets.
Again, that's a big plus right there. I also find it pretty funny how Amed Rosario gets traded to the Yankees when he's already hit a walk-off home run at Yankee Stadium.
In an empty ballpark.
On a fake Jackie Robinson day. That day, I'll never forget that day. That was like rock bottom. I was like, oh my God. That was bad.
But Mets walked it off.
Mets walked it off, yes. That was like, I remember like the Mets were on like this fucking tirade. God, 2020 was
fever dream. It was a fever dream.
It was. It really was.
Wilson Ramos was our best player.
Yeah. So now we can go to the bullpen. Let's talk about apparently the Yankees are interested in Jake Bird, who was a pretty interesting candidate. Like, people were talking about him in like April, May. Now he sort of died off a bit. Metrics are there. He's going to be away from Coors Field, and if we do trade for him, he'll be learning under Matt Blake, which is, again, incredible. I believe we need more than one bullpen arm, and I'm trying to find, and that's the thing, though. I believe we've gotten the hard part out of the way, trying to trade for bats that we need. I feel like because every team needs pitching, and everybody has valuable pitching prospects and valuable catching prospects.
A lot of it's in the AL Central. A lot of these relievers are in the AL Central.
It is. Do we make a big play for Yohan Duran? Apparently the Yankees are enamored with him. Do we make a play for Emmanuel Clase? I don't see it, but
I think Guardians only 8 games out. Maybe they keep pushing. I don't even know if they sell.
Maybe they could. Yeah, maybe they could. Jake Bird, I mentioned. Who else? There's somebody else in the Central that Ryan Helsley.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his walk year, dominating closing pitcher. Maybe the Yankees try to make a move for him. We've traded with the Cardinals in the past. There's a lot of guys, and there's a lot of big guys. But maybe we don't need a big guy. Maybe
you need like 2 plug and fill guys.
We need that and an innings eater.
Mm-hmm. You need a Jose Buto. JT
Brewbreaker. Like, oh my God, Tim, we were up like 10-1 in the A's a couple weeks ago, and he gave up like 4 runs and made it like 10-5. And it was like, you need to have just a fucking innings eater, just to not to use high leverage guys in a blowout.
Just a guy who can get you out of it. Just finish the game. Even if he lets up 2, he lets up 2. But you're up You know, I mean, 4 runs is 4. Like,
yeah.
you can't do that.
You can't, you can't, like, undermine that. And also, Brian Cashman has always been a guy that has, like, pride himself in finding these hidden gem bullpen guys. So we'll see. He did it with Tim Hill.
But maybe he makes a big splash this year. You guys might need it. You might need a little jolt.
I know
I think Helsley would be a good pickup.
He would be nice, but I would like a lefty arm, considering that Tim Hill's our only lefty. And I know they believe...
They're few and far come right now, yeah.
And I know that... I remember Boone said last year that, like, they consider anyone to be, like when we had Tommy Kahnle, and he only threw changeups, and he was like, he's been getting a lot of lefties out. Like, so maybe he's our lefty specialist, along with Hill. Like, there's a lot of guys that throw righty, but they consider, like, hey, these guys can get lefties out at a very fast rate. Although I will say the bullpen did do well yesterday. I saw Loizaga came in and was like, shit.
Every time see that man step on the mound, it's like, well.
Yeah, he got a shutout inning, and then Weaver got a shutout inning, and then Tim Hill got one, and then Williams gets a 1-2-3 inning. Like this, I'm like, all right.
That's what you should be accustomed to, and that's what you have been accustomed to. Your bullpen used to be fantastic.
It used to be awesome, and then now all of a sudden, here we are scouring the earth for relievers. But hey, I feel like this would be this. I do think the hard part's out of the way for this deadline. Just getting the bats and the fielding is just so big. Let's go get some pitching.
There you go.
Everybody has pitching, so it can be anyone really. For all I care, as long as they're good.
I agree with you completely.
As long as they're good, and we're also getting our bullpen reinforcements back. Yeri De Los Santos is back. Mark Leiter's going to start throwing from a mound. He was pitching with a broken leg in the Subway Series, Tim. Yeah.
Can't really do that.
Can't do that. That was he got bailed out by Bellinger making that double play, but...
Fucking crazy play.
Thank God he did. Let's go to the Mets. Mets have won 7 in a row. 7 in a row for the Mets.
Huge.
They do trade for Gregory Soto. Tim, how are we feeling about that? You did mention that, like, we're not going to go for, like, the big guns because they feel like they already have that. And now they just need to get bullpen arms. And I think Gregory Soto is a great start.
Perfect fit. They needed lefty help. I mean, it was clear. Brooks Raley was really our only guy. So now you bring in another lefty. I didn't love his walk in ERA. It's a little high. It's a little high, but, you know, you come into a great pitching, I want to say school, because, I mean, we've brought guys in and they've become fantastic under Jeremy Hefner, who's a great, again, like you said, 1A, 1B in New York, probably the 2 best pitching coaches in baseball. Soto last night, 1-2-3 inning, 3 strikeouts. I mean, he had a great inning, and his interview was great. He said he wanted to show up when they played the Mets when he was in the Orioles because he wanted to come and contend for a World Series, and he thought the Mets were a team that could do that. I love the energy he brings. You need a lefty arm. He's an electric arm, Stan. He can throw. So if he can figure out that walks and keep it down, that's a great pickup for the Mets. They didn't even give up too much, too. So, and I listened to a Stearns interview. He said they're not completely done. They want to keep bolstering the bullpen. He's not ruling out anything crazy. You know, if there is a trade that can elevate us to become a better World Series team, he will do it. But he's not actively searching out for that. I hear Sandy Alcantara's name get thrown out a little bit. I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate that at all.
I was going to say, starting pitching like a dire need, do you think?
Stearns was very vocal about how much he appreciated the staff and the skills they had, and he thinks they're a good pitching staff. However, obviously, their innings have become a bit of an issue. If your starter can't go more than 5, the bullpen's going to take a hit, and I think that's kind of what we needed. We need to get more out of the starters. If you don't go and get a starter, you need to just get more innings out of them, because you can't just go 5. We're going to get the bullpen's getting hit, so you got to, at least extend the game. But bringing Soto in is fantastic. You need a lefty arm, and it's probably one of the better ones on the market.
Do you have any other bullpen people in mind? Like bullpen guys in mind, sorry. Bullpen people.
Yeah, I mean, I like Helsley a lot. I think that's going to be a little expensive, but that'd be a really good guy to bring in before Diaz, especially in a setup situation. I know he's a closer, but if you can go Helsley, Diaz.
I feel like you guys need, I mean, honestly, I think Brazaban's like a pretty good setup guy.
Fantastic. He is fantastic.
Because it was always just like, okay, you have Brazaban. There was, who did I have in my notes from last time? It was Brazaban and somebody else. Oh, and Reed Garrett.
Yeah, Reed Garrett. I mean, Reed Garrett last. All right, Reed Garrett's very questionable to me because I do love Reed Garrett, but he's always
day and night.
Yeah, he's great or he's awful, and like I don't trust that too much going in the playoffs. I think right now our 3 best guys would probably be Diaz, Brooks Raley, and Brazaban when healthy. So you add to the bullpen, that'd be great. I'm hearing Clay Holmes potentially could move to the bullpen at some point, which, I mean, he's...
God bless.
Yeah, he's been a decent starter. God bless. He's been a decent starter, but that guy really just does not like to go more than 5 innings, so I don't know how much more you can keep him there.
He is slated to start on, I think, tomorrow against San Diego.
Yeah.
No, Wednesday.
Yeah,
He's
Montas is
slated to
going
start
tonight.
on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Frankie tonight, Manaea tomorrow.
I would like them to add another pitcher. I would. I don't think they really need to add to the lineup. I think everyone's kind of clicking now. Starling Marte coming back from injury is great. He's batting 285. This guy's an all-star. He's playing like an all-star again, which is he just gets on base.
He
was 2 for 3 last night with a walk. He just gets on base constantly, and he steals bags. Mets, funny enough, I saw the stat the other day. The Mets are the second slowest team in baseball, and I think they have I don't want to say the most stolen bases, but I think they're up there.
They're up.
They're up there. They've been stealing bags at a pretty good clips. I like what they've been doing. They've been running the base pass well, and if they can just Montas is 3-1, but he's got a 4.62. It's I don't love him as a starter. I'd like to get another guy, but for the Mets, they're working guys in, right? Senga came off injury. It's pretty late in the year, so now you're trying to get his momentum back.
He's been stellar. He's been stellar.
You're trying to work Montas back in. Yeah, obviously McGill's down, so when he comes back, whatever. Peterson's been great. Blackburn's in AAA. Maybe he starts figuring things out. We can move some guys around, but I like what they've been doing recently.
The Mets are tied for 9th for most stolen bases in the league.
What's the percentage? I think
85.
Their percentage of stealing bags is top notch in the league. They've been fantastic, and every time they do try and steal a bag, they haven't really been thrown out.
Steal percentage.
It's got to be up there.
I would assume so. Yeah. By team.
And while you're looking that up, speaking of a guy who's really turning things around, Francisco Alvarez just needed that stint in AAA. So ever since he got called up, he looks fantastic. He had a great night last night. He had a great series. If his bat's going, the team is going. So that's a big X factor for us, and having him back is huge.
Caught steal. Let's see. Where are the Mets? I have caught stealing on here, but they are. Let's see. 100. This whole thing is confusing me.
They've been great. They've been great on the base pass.
I see him at the bottom here. They've only been caught stealing 28 times. That's kind of that. I think that leads. Actually, no, it doesn't. 5th worst caught stealing 28 times. Most times caught stealing 28.
But in the month, I think in this month they're 28 for 28 and stealing bags.
Okay.
They've been great on the base path this month, at least alone. I know that for a fact because I've seen Soto.
How about that? Here it is. And caught stealing per game, second least.
There you go. Exactly. There it is. So they've been fine on the base path, which is huge because there's definitely been some head case plays with Mauricio when he first got called up, especially in the Yankees series.
Yeah. Oh God.
Speaking of him, he's figuring things out. 4 for 4 last night. So if the young guys are hitting, they're rolling.
You've always been a Mauricio guy. So
there's no reason not to be. He's a switch hitting, power hitting, plays any position in the infield, can play the outfield if you need him to. There's no reason to get rid of a guy like this. He's 6'4", he can move.
Are you believing the Mark Vientos for Luis Robert smoke?
No, because I don't even think the Mets think that highly of Luis Robert. What is he batting, 207 this year? He's terrible against righties. He can't hit a righty for his life.
Yeah. He cannot. Who? Robert or Vientos?
Robert. Vientos has been compared to last year, he's been but he turns things around. He showed up in the bright lights. There's no real reason to get rid of a guy in his second year. I don't see that. I really don't see a need to, especially if you're going to bring.
I don't necessarily need to do that either.
Tyrone Taylor plays a great center field. You can platoon McNeil out there if you need to. He can always get on base. So they have so many options. It's just all right. You don't really need a guy like that.
Against lefties, Luis Robert slashing 294, 422, 544 with a 966 OPS. Against righties, he's hitting 176 with a 249 on base percentage.
Can't hit a righty to save his life.
Yeah, he cannot. So maybe you do what the Yankees kind of did, and kind of platoon Mullins and Robert.
Yeah, you could. If we get Cedric Mullins would be great.
Honestly, I feel like I don't know why there's Robert smoke. I feel like you're better off getting Mullins
obviously, and especially we've already made a trade with the Orioles, so there's definitely some connection there. Maybe they make another one, we'll see what happens. But the Mets are in a great spot right now, especially you winning last night, which was huge. I needed you to win the series, but
we try.
Try harder.
Hopefully. We got 4. Who do the Phillies now have?
That's a good question. They have the White Sox, which unfortunately does not help our case much because we're going to Petco to play San Diego, and it's Montas versus Cease tonight, so we'll see what happens.
Hey, Cease, it's another Yankee target.
It's a Met target too, apparently.
Which I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind that.
it's your contract year. You have him for a year and figure out go from there. I think that'd be a great arm for you guys. I think it'd be a great arm for the Mets. It's just depending on the price. I don't think they want to keep him too much. He is 3-10 with a 4.59, so he hasn't been fantastic. But I think again, it's just a guy that needs to change of scenery. Him and Sandy, I think, are two guys. You put them on a different team, they're going to be lights out. Especially Sandy's last start. Sandy went 7 scoreless. So
did he?
Yeah.
Let's see, because I've like the underlying metrics have said that like Sandy, like he's the unluckiest pitcher in all of baseball.
Yeah, I think that he was coming off Tommy John. There's just a few things he needed to figure out kinks wise. You don't come back perfect. No one ever does. So
Yuri Perez started for them yesterday. Marlins. When was his last start, Sandy?
It was like a week ago. I think.
Oh, it was a week ago? Jesus Christ.
Let me see.
You had me thinking it was like
no.
yesterday.
I think that was just because it was. They were like, oh, it might be his last start. Yada yada yada.
Gotcha. Do they even play today? Did I miss them? Here they are. They take on the Cardinals. There we go. Sandy Alcantara against the Padres.
7 innings, no earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 4 hits.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad.
And he's an innings eater, especially for a Mets team that doesn't have starters that go deep. He's a guy that consistently can go deep.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see. Let's go around the league. Eugenio Suarez has not been traded yet.
But he's on fire.
He is on fire, yes. It's going to take a haul. I think, honestly, right now, if you're the Cubs,
just give them what they want.
I think you just give them what they want.
Especially in the situation they're now with Milwaukee right on their ass. Like,
oh, yeah. I think that's like not like a line in the sand, but like, hey, like we can do this.
If this series goes south, I think they give them whatever the fuck they want.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Naylor to the Mariners.
Huge pickup.
It's a big pickup, but here's the thing. The Mariners always do this. They trade for a bat, and you're like, okay. Like, they have the pitching, they have the hitting, they have the bullpen. Like, they're set up.
They can't get it done.
And then they just can't get it done. I think I feel like we've been, like, talking about this for the past, like, 3 years.
It feels like 5 now.
It does, but it's like 3 years, because, like, when they got Castillo, it was like, okay, like, we're here.
Right.
And then they were able to make the playoffs, but then they got swept.
And then they got a Rosario, and then they just missed, and then it was...
I mean, this year, Cal Raleig's having the best year I think I've ever seen from a catcher, which isn't getting talked about enough.
40 home runs right now.
41.
Oh, there you go.
41 homers.
Yeah.
Is he gonna break? Is he? Let's hesitate from the Bonds talk. Is he gonna break the AL record?
He might. There's a lot of games left. He might.
Yeah, it's July 28th.
Yeah.
Oh God.
They're only 4 games out too, and that division's not too great this year. I know Houston's, kind of took a lead, and then they kind of ran with it a little bit. But now you're only 4 games out. Houston's 4-6 in their last 10. You're 5-5. I know Texas is 9-1. They're red hot right on your ass. So maybe light a fire under them. They have the pitching. I mean, if Julio can step it up a little bit, just a little bit more.
Martino just tweeted, as reported in yesterday's column, the Yankees have laid little groundwork in trading free agents to be. I'm highly skeptical that they'll actually do it. Only happened once in 2016, and now they're in a playoff position. But if they somehow do, Trent Grisham is a great fit for the Mets.
Well, that'd be interesting.
That's another interesting one.
Drew Gilbert's making some noise for the Mets, too, in Syracuse. He's had a great month, so he might be a guy, a late-season call-up that you can somehow put in center field if you want.
Also, per Joel Sherman, the Yankees are still looking for right-handed hitting if they find a match. But then, what does that mean for, like, does Dominguez get moved? Does Grisham get moved?
I don't think I don't think he's a starter. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't think he's a guy you want out there on an everyday basis, especially in a playoff run. I just don't.
I'm a big Dominguez guy. It would kind of suck if they trade him.
What if you got someone big back?
That it depends.
If you're just like, we got Brent Rooker.
Oh my God. Well, he could play outfield, but I don't think he's that great of an outfielder. Does he play first base, or am I stupid?
I think he can play whatever the hell you want him to play, dude. He bats like 300. You just put him in the lineup and let him hit.
Yeah, this deadline's going to be pretty. Like, do we go get Gallen? Like, Gallen was a guy I liked. Like, I know the stats don't show.
Steven Kwan. Like that's a real question mark now.
Now that's a guy that like annoys the shit out of me every time I fucking play him. or we fucking play him.
So if you got him,
I would kill. I would kill.
He might be available. You never know.
I would kill to get a guy like. I heard that they're like somewhat listening, but it's not like.
If you throw in Dominguez and another prospect, I mean.
Let's see if there's any other trade news. There was like a long list of.
Tampa Bay is going to be moving some guys. You could potentially reach out to them.
Maybe that's definitely a possibility. I like Yandy. I like Brandon Lau, but again, our infield's kind of full now because of
McMahon and Rosario.
Yes, Cubs are targeting Mitch Keller.
Yeah, you know what, I like Mitch Keller. I wouldn't mind if the Mets made a move for him. I think he's a good pitcher. Yes. But I've seen these O'Neill Cruz trades too, where he's kind of getting thrown around in some of these deals.
Maybe. So here's the trade news updates according to Bob Nightingale. So we already the White Sox want Mark Vientos if they do trade Luis Robert to the Mets.
Just don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think that's going to happen either. Cubs are targeting Mitch Keller. We just touched on that. Yohan Duran, David Bednar, and Ryan Helsley are believed to be the 3 best relievers to be traded. Duran getting traded. Oh my God, he'd be perfect. Yeah, for both of us, really, if they want to make like a big splash. Mitch Keller, Sandy Alcantara, both expected to be traded. Phillies want to add one more high leverage reliever. They need it. That's for certain.
Helsley's a good fit there.
The Red Sox have no plans to trade Jarren Duran at the deadline and are more likely to move him this winter.
Okay. Yeah, they'll probably get a better deal this winter.
Marcell Ozuna is expected to approve any trade if the team guarantees him playing every day.
Ozuna from the Braves.
Yes. And speaking of the Braves plan to pick up Ozzie Albies' $7 million option this winter and will at least listen to offers for him when they do pick up that option.
They stink.
The Brewers are listening to Yeah. Well, the Braves do, yes. The Brewers are listening to offers for Nestor Cortez.
Do the Yankees want him?
If that happens, then I think we win that Devin Williams trade. And then last but not least, the Diamondbacks have not engaged in extension talks with Eugenio Suarez this season.
I don't think they're going to.
I don't think they're going to either. They need to get like some type of Godfather offer if that's the case.
I'm trying to think of a team that may want to do it. Like, other than the Cubs, I think maybe, I don't know. Could San Diego possibly sneak in there somehow?
No.
I know you have Machado. I know.
Why?
Manny plays short.
Why would they do that? Because you have Xander.
Well.
Yeah, we'll think about it.
It's Xander.
All right, I feel like that's enough baseball. You think? Do you want to go to training camp?
Yeah, we can talk about training camp. Justin Fields getting fucking dislocated toe. He's fine. He was back the next day. Relax. He's fine.
Participated in 11-on-11 drills today.
He's fine. He might get killed behind the Jets O-line, but he's fine for now.
He's fine for now. I said this to Tim before. It was like Justin Fields is the most like Jet player.
I had the same conversation with someone at work where it's just like I think every quarterback for the Jets in the near future, just guys that are going to need to prove something. They're like, this is the place I can do it.
He's a name. Yeah. He's a name. Justin Fields is a name, certainly. However,
I don't know. Instead, I told you this earlier. I don't think they're going to be good. I never think they're ever going to be good. I mean, other than when they had Rodgers, I thought, oh, maybe we had a shot, and that went south.
One drive. One drive.
I was like, oh shit, yeah, that one drive with Zach Wilson. I mean, wanted to extend him. So I'm
talking about the San Francisco game.
I know what you're talking about. I'm just talking about quarterbacks in general. I've seen so many one drives where I'm like, oh shit, we got it. We got a guy, and just we don't. So we'll see what Fields has. I have no expectations. I think the Patriots probably going to be better than us. So.
Ooh, that's a hot take. I feel like now
Is it? It's the Jets.
Yeah, you are right. The Giants, I'm just so excited to see Russell Wilson play in a Giant uniform. And this is me probably over-exaggerating how good Russell Wilson really is, but then you realize who has been playing a quarterback for the Giants for the past 2 years.
It's nice. It's just nice to have some stability.
It's nice to have some stability. And
it's nice to have a name. It's nice to have a name.
That if Russ sucks, then we go to Jameis. And if he sucks, then we're screwed. But we have veteran quarterbacks. And now I think the main attraction to really talk about in training camp right now is Jaxson Dart.
Mm-hmm.
Like and he's been getting better every day. The first day was not good.
It's all you need, but that's all you need from him right now.
Yeah, it is all you need. Again, he does not need to be touching. There are people that's like, oh, I think he should play by like week 9 because Russell Wilson isn't going to be that good. Like, no.
You have Jameis.
No.
Why are you going to put him in the field? There's no reason to.
There's no reason to put him on the field. Have him learn. Like, the reason why that they drafted him was just so they could have a veteran presence with him so he could learn under these 2 quarterbacks. Why would you ever play him out on the field? Why?
It just doesn't make sense.
And then Russ is going to be gone at the end of next year. Dart's probably going to be the starter. And guess what? Jameis is going to be still under contract. So he's still going to be able to learn under Jameis Winston. So,
and Jameis got LASIK, so it's different now.
It's different. It's completely different now. But all I'm saying is, it's not like there's no rush.
Be patient. Just be patient, yes. Giants fans, please.
Yes.
Look at Mahomes. I'm not saying Jaxson Dart's Mahomes, but look at Mahomes.
Look at him, yeah. And then, so he had a bad his first throw of training camp in his career was a pick 6. So that was...
Rodgers' first throw was a pick, too, so...
Yeah, that's also true. But Art Stapleton said yesterday that yesterday was his best day at camp all week.
And that's what you want to see, just progressively getting better. That's all you're looking for right now.
Yeah. Continuously getting better. Scattaboo looks pretty good. That should be a lethal 1-2 punch if you hit Tracy and Scattaboo.
Mm-hmm.
We do lose Bryce Ford Wheaton. That's our return specialist. He's out for the year with a ruptured Achilles. Now we got to go get a new return specialist.
You could find a guy.
I know you can find a guy, but man, that would...
It hurts.
Oof. And let's talk about this Christian Wilkins shit.
Sitting out?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's a free agent. They cut him. They signed him a $100 million contract. They cut him.
Yeah, well, it's because it was a medical dispute, right?
So he basically filed a grievance against the league, or with the Players Association, something like that. I'm looking at Underdog NFL because they explained it very well, but now they're showing all these highlights of training camp. Terry McLaurin ending his holdout, but he's on the pup, so he's basically just bag chasing at this point. Oh, and the Bengals, they signed Shamar Stewart, finally. How freaking...
Took long enough.
It took, yeah, really. That front office is a disaster.
They're the worst in the league. I heard that organization, especially just the facilities and everything, like how they treat their players. I hear they're terrible.
Yeah, it's like this. And I know it's more of, like, how do I put this? Because you paid Burrow, you paid Chase, you paid Higgins. And Higgins was at kind of a discount, but still, it's a lot of money. But you can't just be like... I mean,
it's bread.
You cannot just, like, throw a defense... Like, I don't think the Al Golden hire is, like, the saving grace that people think.
No.
That it's going to be. Like, I don't think it is.
I don't think so either.
I don't. We've now reached... we're back to the point where every disgruntled star gets cut, and they're like, Patriots?
Yeah, well.
Mike Vrabel, on if the Patriots would consider adding Christian Wilkins, saying that they will have a conversation. So all of the information on where Christian is relatively new. He has a familiar relationship with Christian Wilkins. He also recruited him when he was working at... where was he before? He eventually went to Clemson, but I'm trying to figure out what college he was working at. Oh, when he was at Ohio State. So he recruited...
I knew it was a Red. I couldn't think of who it was, and knew it was a Red.
He was a D-line coach at Ohio State, so he was able to recruit Christian Wilkins. So the conversation will be had. I just feel like this is just the rate... Like, because when they signed Christian Wilkins, because now it's like, okay, they have Christian Wilkins, they have Max Crosby. It's like, holy shit, the Raiders are, like, kind of here. And we knew this was going to happen.
Now they're kind of gone.
We knew something along the lines of this was going to happen when they hired Pete Carroll, and it was like, okay, he's 73 years old. He's definitely not here for the long run. He's probably just going to coach for like 3 years and then he'll retire. And then the job is going to be like a valuable job.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are like, they just wanted it to make it more of a valuable destination. Yeah, exactly. Valuable destination. I don't think it changes things. I still think the Raiders are pretty good, but damn, it would have been a nice commodity for them to have Christian Wilkins and Max Crosby on the same D line.
It definitely hurts. It definitely hurts a little bit.
I'm just looking at other stuff. Abdul Carter just looks like a freak. Like this, I'm feeling it. I got chills. Just thinking about it. Abdul Carter looks great. Every guy that we hit on really in this draft, like Scattaboo looks great. Jaxson Dart had his first good day. I'm feeling very happy with the way that the Giants are orchestrating stuff going on right now.
Sorry to interrupt. I hit my boss with the won't be here for the week, but I can work the weekend. So definitely, if anyone caddies, I'm not getting good loops that week.
Yeah. Yes, it is. We got to start thinking about football stuff. We got to start thinking about the punishment. We got to start thinking about
fantasy.
Maybe we need to do like a fantasy segment. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not really.
We can. Coming up to the draft, we definitely can. Our fantasy draft, we can.
Are we gonna do a league again? That was fun, but like I just like
I'm building. Don't worry, Stan. I'm building a good league. Don't worry.
Okay.
I got to get some people on board.
I hate being commissioner.
No, I'm getting some people on board. We're good.
I'm also reigning back-to-back champion in our league.
You fucking beat me on New Year's Eve.
2 in a row, back to back.
You beat me by 2 points too, you asshole.
That was a fun night. Didn't win any money, but we need to do it like for money. Though.
Oh no, like, trust me. I'm getting some names. Joe Tool's on board. My brother's on board. We're getting some names.
All right. I fuck with it. We need to do like an in-person draft. Though.
It's gonna be money too. It's gonna be like $50.
Yeah, hard-nosed like offline draft, and it's with the draft board and everything.
It's pay to draft, right? So you don't pay on draft night. You don't draft. It's auto draft for your team.
Okay. I would still like to do an offline draft.
No, offline draft, obviously. But if you don't pay on draft night, it's the league itself gets to pick your players. So it's the people on the board. You have to pay on draft night.
Okay, I like that. Remember when we did an offline draft? Yes.
Peter fell asleep in the basement. We just kept giving him backup quarterbacks. That's exactly what happened.
Yes. Yes. I remember. You guys were like fucking with me, or like not with me, but with like other people that like weren't showing up at like 9:00. And then Peter was like, "We're gonna draft for you." I go, "I have the draft board." Like I'm the one with the draft board, like in the car.
You know what I remember most from that night?
I don't show up. There's no draft.
You know what I remember most from that night?
What is it?
Field of Dreams, Tim Anderson taking it deep in the 9th inning. That was the same day.
About that. I do remember that. Yes, I remember that year. I stacked Mahomes and Kelsey. And they were terrible the first half of the year. Remember that when they were like 3 and 4, and everyone was like, "Are the Chiefs going to make the playoffs?"
And then they won like every game after that.
And then they won every game, and I made it to the finals as like the 6th seed. And then this is how I lost. You ready for this? This is how I lost. It was so disgusting. A Sunday night football. I'm against Jack Scanlon. It's a Vikings-Packers Sunday night game, and I believe either the Vikings were terrible and I think both teams were terrible and had like nothing to play for or something like that. No. So like end of game drive, Vikings are losing, and you think they throw the ball, they're in coverage, like Packers are in coverage. Incomplete, and then 4th down happens, and they run this like bubble screen with Jefferson, and he fucking caught it, and I lost by like 0.7 of a point and lost the scans. Yeah, but then I went back to back. So
you got to lose first to win.
Yeah, you got to learn how to lose to win. That's my scenario in the family league. Lost in the finals 2 years in a row. Could have won $800.
Shout out Aiden O'Connor for being by far the worst fantasy owner I've ever met in my entire life. That guy loses every year. He loses every year, and it's not his fault. He just drafts.
No, it isn't.
And the guys get hurt. It's so funny. Shout out Aiden.
He's a big Bengals guy, right? So he
always takes his Bengals guys. They never show out. Never show out. He drafted Burrow. Burrow got hurt. Like I remember that year. He was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, with the forearm.
Yeah. Like, what the hell? He's like, "This was my guy."
And now he winces every time he throws a football.
Yeah.
God, this question was brought up to me the other day. We're just talking football just to kill time here. Who's the second best team in the NFC?
Damn.
Is it the Rams? I think it's the Rams.
Maybe it's still the Lions.
We saw what that defense did. Like we don't know who they're going to be now.
That's a good point.
I think here's my thing. I think the Lions will be. I think the Rams are back.
There you go.
I mean, you upgrade Devontae Adams over Cooper Kupp, and now you have him with Puka Nacua. You have I still don't care. Devontae Adams is still Devontae Adams. Like that is without a doubt.
He was good on the Jets.
Yeah, like he was pretty fucking good. Like he still has something. And then you have this defensive line that's incredible. You think like they were going to fall off,
No.
When Aaron Donald retired, and then they draft, what's his name? Jared Verse and the other Florida State guy. I'm forgetting his name, white guy, but still. I think the Rams, I honestly might put a future down in the Rams to win the NFC. I'm not even kidding.
I don't hate it. I love Stafford.
I don't hate it either. Love Stafford too. Like, Stafford still has something as well. It's like teams were
bending over backwards.
Yeah. Teams were bending over backwards if he was available. Like, the Giants were fucking all in on Stafford.
Well, and
then the Rams re-signed him.
I got a random question for you now before we hit what I saw, because I was seeing this the other day. Where would you rank Drew Brees in all-time quarterbacks?
He's at least top 10.
At least top 10? Does he sniff the top 5?
Maybe.
Because he should have more than one. I mean, sucks that he only has one MVP, or doesn't even have an MVP, but he's won Super Bowl.
Let me see.
I mean, he has like 6 times shown up in the all-time season-leading passing record. He's the second most passing yards all time in a season. I think he's 1 yard behind Manning.
I say he's top 10. I don't think he sniffs the top 5.
All right. I saw people disrespect him. He's not even a top. All right. Is he better than Mahomes?
All time?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right. I'll just say.
All right. Yeah. Yep. I feel like that's a common denominator there. All right. Moving on. What I saw. Tim. What do you got?
I was in Lake George last week.
And you're going back.
And I'm going back. Today. Going back for 3 more days. Love it up there. It's beautiful. The lake's gorgeous. The bars up there are great. So I can't wait to go back. Very excited.
I feel like with upstate New York, and I spent 4 years there, so
it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss whatever town you're in.
Wherever you're in, like, there's Saratoga. And it's like, Saratoga's awesome. And there's Lake George. Then you have Loudonville.
Yeah. It's like, all right.
That goes without saying. And I loved my time at Siena.
Then you have Cortland.
Cortland. I loved Cortland.
It's fun.
When I visited Cortland, I was like, Tim, how the fuck could you hate this place?
It's the weather, man.
I was like, there's bars. I'm like, I know the weather sucks, but like, there's bars everywhere. Fucking all that. Like, yeah.
I didn't see sunlight for like 6 months, Stan. I was like, this is.
Oh my god.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't. I was losing my mind.
I'm not looking forward. I'm looking forward to being. I mean, I know the weather where we live still sucks.
But anyone in upstate New York knows, like, it starts snowing in October and it doesn't end until like late March, and you're just like, this sucks. Like,
I remember like my freshman year, it was like April, and I'm like still in winter clothing.
It's
like,
33 out. You're like, can I just do something? Like, I just want to go outside.
Like, my friends are in like Florida, and it's like, oh,
all down south. They're like outside enjoying a tailgate. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm in snow pants in my driveway.
Yes,
shoveling. Yes,
I'm shoveling the shit
so I can, my car out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm making sure that my car runs because I've been snowed in for 2 days.
Yeah.
And make sure I can survive that. One time, oh my god, I was working a basketball game, and I had to drive over to MVP Arena. It was snowing, and I literally could not see my back window while I was driving.
That's 90% of the time.
Yeah, and I literally thought I was going to fucking die. Thank God. This is what I loved about the MVP Arena parking lot. I don't know what it was. I would leave my car, park my car, I'd go. There would be snow on my car. I'd leave, it'd all be melted. Like, there was something about it. I don't know what it was. Like, all the snow would be melted. I was like, this is fucking great. They must either, like, I park near a light and it, like, just, like, reflects right on it. Like, I couldn't tell you.
David's got that heated driveway I know, where you don't even have to shovel. It gets hot underneath and all the snow melts. Your cars are always fine.
Yeah. Let's go to... Oh, yeah, what I saw. In case you didn't know, yeah, we have a sponsor now, motherfuckers.
Yeah, big time. We're big time.
Yeah, we're big time now. We have a new sponsor, Top Golf USA. This is... be sure to check them out. If you want to... It's basically reserve a spot. You know, they're good guys. I'm related to one of them. Yeah, but this is I'm looking forward to an excellent partnership with Top Golf USA. Maybe we could...
do a video.
Maybe we could do a video. Do like a golf challenge because I can't golf.
We'll do like a closest to the pin in a little par 3.
Yeah, like I'd love that. Like, I'm very excited. We got ready to get familiar with the name Top Golf USA.
You'll be hearing it a lot.
Talking about it. Yes, you will be hearing it a lot. Yeah, I think I'm good. I got everything.
Yeah.
We talked a lot of baseball.
Well, it's the only thing on.
It's the only thing on, right? Oh my god! If you want to watch, there is basketball tonight. And there was basketball last night. The TBT, the basketball tournament, scenes. So Tim, they have an Elam ending. You know what that is?
No.
So, you ever have like the All-Star game? The NBA All-Star game used to have like the target score.
Yeah, that's what it is?
That's what it is.
Shit.
So, for those that don't know what an Elam ending is basically fourth quarter hits, and as soon as there's 4 minutes at the next stoppage, at 4 minutes or under 4 minutes, there's no more time. It is now the leading team score. The target score is the leading team score plus 8.
Shit, all right.
So, this team full of Division III NAIA basketball players are playing. I don't even know who else. I just know a guy that bets on the TBT. Tim, they were up 20 at the Elam ending.
They lost?
Oh, they almost did.
Shit.
It was brutal basketball. And like the thing is though, like the grand prize in the tournament is $1 million. Like the team gets a cut of $1 million. They get a share of $1 million. The difference between most of these teams, it's like college alumni, ex-NBA guys. There's like a Syracuse alumni, Wichita State alumni. Like there's like a bunch of alumni teams. These guys still got to pay off loans to D3 teams. They're playing for something.
This. Like it's like the NBA Cup when these rookies were. Yeah, when the NBA Cup and the rookies were all playing. Like this is our salary.
They're paying for the two-way guy. They're playing for the two-way guys right now. Like that's exactly what it is. Tim, they were able to squeak out a win. It was like 90. It was 90 tied at 93. The target score was 94. We Are D3 was up 29 at one point, and now they're tied at 93. This is why the Elam ending is awesome, because it's never over. Because you're up 20 with like 4 minutes left. The team that's losing is just going to dump the bench. So the Elam ending, like, it was awesome. Like, blocked shot, got his own rebound, or got the rebound, the big guy, and he put it up and in after they went on like a 18-1 run or something like that. Oh my God. Thank God.
Win's a win.
I made money on it. Win's a win. 2 games today, if anybody wants to check them out. West Virginia, that's West Virginia alumni. For those that don't know, they'll be taking on, I believe it's Sideline Cancer, Shell Shock. And then Sideline Cancer will be taking on Everleen Drive, who's been a TBT staple for a while. This is just me being a basketball sicko. We love it. 98 days till college basketball, by the way. But who's
We're almost there.
We're almost there. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Be sure to like this video on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube. Be sure to leave a comment on our YouTube videos. Be sure to follow us and rate us on Spotify. 5 stars only. And be sure to check out Pop Golf USA. That's your fairway anywhere. And we will see you guys next week. Trade deadline's going to be over. We'll finally get a sense of who's in, who's out. Baseball playoffs are coming soon. It's football.
Around the corner.
Football's around the corner. All right, guys. Peace out. Hall of Fame game is soon.
Ichiro inducted last night, or 2 nights ago, whatever it was. Hall of Fame guys got inducted.
Yes. But the football Hall of Fame game is actually this Thursday. We have football this week.
There we go.
Football coming up. All right. Peace out, guys.